Why is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, man, please welcome Rocha Entertainment, bro. What's up with it, man?
Hey, hello, everybody. What's up, man? Appreciate you having me on, dude. This could be fun.
Yeah, man. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media platform, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all want to follow me here on YouTube, I do a different amount of sports. I do a lot of Warrior content, a lot of Niner content, and other as well. If y'all want to follow me on any of my social medias, it's just simple. Rocha ENT_YT. So if y'all want to follow me on any of those.
Yeah, man. It's definitely something interesting, man. I mean, I've seen your channel popping up and everybody's been throwing you out there. I'm like, oh, man, I got to check you out, dude. And you've been doing some good play-by-plays. Everybody just talks about how you are like exactly kind of similar to what the sports theory is, but you're more passionate. Like I see you're passionate about these play-by-plays, these reactions, man. It kind of gets me excited as a fan to watch how you react as a 49ers fan. I can't say much about the Warriors, but hey, it's all good, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I learned from the best, especially the brothers, the godfathers of this play-by-play community. So I learned the best from them. But yeah, man, it's a lot of fun doing it, and the passion is crazy, man. I love my teams.
Yeah. So I see you wearing a Bosa shirt, right?
This is a Bosa shirt, yes, sir. Love him.
Yeah, original 97.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that. That's a Super Bowl jersey. That's sick.
I know. I actually met Brian Young like during a game this year, like before, like when he was going to the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
I caught him at a good time and he was nice enough. Like some players would like to be left alone, but this guy was nice enough to take a few seconds of his time. He let me record him a little quickly and then take a quick picture. Then he left.
That's dope, man. Brian Young seems like a great dude.
Yeah, he sure is. But like looking into the season, what was your thoughts during the beginning of the season when we started off,
What? I mean, starting off 2-0 was kind of expected going into Detroit and Philly. And in that Green Bay game is kind of when the season kind of started going downhill. I thought for sure we're going to win that game. Start of the season was crazy. This 2-0 start, the losing 4 in a row, getting all those injuries, man. It was a roller coaster, man. It was like we had the highs of highs, the lows of lows, man. It was a crazy season. Just crazy.
Yeah, a lot of roller coaster season. Like, there was that part of our side of saying, man, we ain't going to the playoffs with this kind of situation. 3-5, you kidding me?
Yeah. I think I went to that Colts and Niner monsoon game. It was quite after that when we lost. I'm like, I don't know if this team can make the playoffs. And then we go out and lose to Colt freaking McCoy at home. That's when I was like,
there.
All right, you were there? Oh, dude. That's when I said, okay, our season's done. There ain't no way we're making the postseason. I thought we were done after that game, man.
I thought the same way, man. When I was at that game, I was expecting us to play a really good game and actually beat the Cardinals, but I was disappointed by that. I said, don't be surprised if Colt McCoy was going to blow the shit out of us because there wasn't a lot of film on him playing. So
yeah,
that's the scary part about it.
Cardinals and Seahawks always tend to own us.
Yeah. So what was your thoughts about Seattle trading Russell Wilson, man? This is just a relief.
Oh, dude, I was just heading out of the house to go shopping, and I saw the notification that Russell Wilson was traded to Denver Broncos, and I screamed out, let's go! Like, just the relief that realized that we're not going to have to face. I know we're still going to have to face him this year one time. We don't have to face Russell Wilson twice. Now we should be able to get the upper hand on Seattle this year, hopefully. I don't want no Drew Lock beating us.
Yeah, Drew Lock, man. If Seattle makes this guy into something, man, then something's wrong with us, man. Then something's wrong with us. Like, we just made Colt McCoy look like Aaron Rodgers out there.
Yeah, it's like, hopefully, man. But I like the trade for Seattle. I mean, you get Drew Lock, see if they can develop. Noah Fant, they got a nice Harris defensive lineman, and they got some nice-ass draft picks. So I really like the trade for both Denver and Seattle. I thought it was a pretty good trade for both teams.
Yeah, because I guess for some ways, Seattle will go through the rebuilding process, but they're going to have some building blocks. They're going to have a lot of draft capital, a lot of cap space, and they're
Yep.
definitely going to have some players from the Denver Broncos. I mean, no offense, maybe with a change of scenery, it could be good for him. You look at Shelby Harris; he's probably going to be one of their best defenders on the defensive line so far. And then you got Drew Luck. He's probably not going to be the answer at quarterback, but he might be decent. He'd be a little bit better than Geno Smith.
Oh, absolutely. I think he definitely is better than Geno Smith. And they got I think the 9th pick in this year's draft, so they definitely can get a good talent to help them rebuild.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of rumors about this Bobby Wagner coming to San Francisco after they just cut him. I didn't even see this coming.
Them getting rid of Bobby Wagner. Like, I guess it makes sense. Have him go somewhere he can try to win a ring. I don't know if we'll go after him. I think we're pretty satisfied with Alshire, Greenlaw, and Warner. But hey, I wouldn't mind Bobby Wagner being a Niner. Not one bit.
Well, there's been talks about maybe they are going to include trading Drake Greenlaw into the trading package.
That's what I heard. I heard maybe something about trading Dre, yeah.
Yeah, and then the interesting part about it is, like, we're pretty stacked at that position, but man, I don't know. Drake Greenlaw is good when he's healthy, but we got Alshire.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to trade Dre Greenlaw. The dude's so good at tackling when he's healthy. But, I mean, Fred Warner says out he's one of the best linebackers in the league, and Alshire took the next step last year, and he was brilliant. So, if we trade Dre Greenlaw, we get a good return. I want to be against it, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see about that part. That's the one thing that's kind of intriguing about our position. The linebacker is good, except the secondary. Like, cornerbacks is probably one of the weakest links, if you can agree on that part.
Absolutely. That's why I think we're going to be going after somebody like a J.C. Jackson or a Stephon Gilmore. Having Ambry Thomas, what a roller coaster season was for him. When he first started out, we were like, oh, God, this dude's freaking garbage. Then as he got playing more, he looked brilliant. I know NFC Championship game wasn't the best. But having Ambry Thomas and Emmanuel Mosley, who was rock solid when he came back, to pair them up with a J.C. Jackson or Stephon Gilmore, even for just a season, would be so great for us. Now, a safety, we got Jimmy Ward. We're good there. What are we doing in other safety positions? We're going to re-sign Tart. We got the drop pick. We're going to go with Hufanga. We're going to go with Darius Moore. It's going to be interesting to see what we do at that safety spot this offseason.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because there's going to be some out there in the market. Like, you're going to get some guys like a Terrell Edmonds, maybe a Justin Reeds is getting in the mix maybe. Then you got a guy. Then you got Quandre Diggs, who's probably going to expect a big contract. And then you got, there's a lot of good ones. There's plenty of good options out there, but Tart, for whatever reason, he's like that one glue in our defense besides Ward. Those guys are good together, so you can't.
They are. Yeah, so we'll see what we do at that safety spot. That should be interesting.
Yeah, I guess the guy says pissed, I guess, for all Bears, man. So they just traded Khalil Mack to the Chargers.
For a second and a
Why didn't we do that?
Yeah, for real, man. I don't think we really want to afford to trade any more picks. But that's an interesting trade. Now, at first I was mad at the trade. I'm like, only a second and a 6th. But Khalil Mack has an incredibly big contract. And for them to get that off the books for Chicago, now they can go out and have a lot of money in free agency to dip their toes in. I think it's a good trade. Now, on the other side, Chargers pill up Joey Bosa and freaking Khalil Mack, man. That AFC West is going to be probably the best division of football, hands down, next season.
Yeah, because you got a lot of the interesting quarterbacks. You got Russell Wilson's going to Denver. That's going to give something to look forward to with the Denver Broncos. Derek Carr is Derek Carr. He's just he's a good game manager, probably good at best. Then you got guys like Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert, who are just top-tier talents, and they're going to definitely elevate your team no matter where they go.
Yeah, I think any of those 4 teams, I think 3 of those 4 teams, like the 3 of the 4 of the West this year for us, I think 3 of the 4s of the rest next year will make it for sure. Maybe all 4, who knows? Yeah,
especially when you stack up a defense, but then you look at Von Miller maybe coming back to Denver too. Like, damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors about him going back to Denver. God, Denver's going to be scary next season, man. Fuck.
I think that's the perfect place. I think this is just the trending. Like, once you get the big names, they're going to start coming. It's like the NBA. You get the recruiting class, you get everybody in, and they jump in. See, that might be the domino effect for Seattle. Like, yeah, you may have a lot of cap space, but a lot of the domino effect with Russell Wilson could affect where they want to go at. They don't want to be a part of a rebuilding team.
Yeah, there's some rumors out there. Maybe they go out to maybe they flip Wilson and they go out and get a Deshaun Watson, and maybe they don't have to rebuild, but I don't see that happening. I think they're going to take a couple years off, decide where they are, and then rebuild.
And I guess this is an interesting question. I don't know. We could dream.
Yeah, we could dream. Yeah, Jimmy G. Where the hell is he going? It's got to be Indy or New Orleans at this point. Hopefully, we'll see a trade done before when's the new league, like Monday or something. Hopefully, we get a trade done. That way we can have that 27 mil off our books. Go out, get like a J.C. Jackson. I think we'll end up being a Colt. We'll probably get like a couple mid-round picks for him.
I think we'll either get a third, like a couple of thirds, just like they got from the Washington football. I mean, Commanders. Damn, I keep getting it mixed up with them.
Yeah, they're named now to the Commanders. But yeah, I think we'll get some mid-tier picks for Jimmy G. But he's got to go, man. We got to
get him off the books. Yeah, we got to get him off the books at this point. Like, you got to just let Trey Lance play. Sign a veteran quarterback who ain't going to cost much, maybe like a Tyrod Taylor.
Yep, exactly. I think Tyrod Taylor would be a perfect backup quarterback this year for the Niners to mentor Trey Lance.
That would be the one thing you could do is like get somebody to mentor him and then have somebody that's kind of like help these other quarterbacks. Like he was there with Josh Allen was there, Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert. Davis Mills was okay, but I guess for Trey Lance, that would be good because the connection with Anthony Lynn kind of makes a lot of sense with Tyrod Taylor because he goes way back in Buffalo, all the way from the Chargers, and it kind of gives you a link that maybe he can go there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tyrod Taylor is like the perfect backup quarterback for the 49ers. And yeah, I love that Anthony Lynn signing, man. Everywhere he's been, whether it was a head coach or assistant coach, they've had a top 2, top 3 run game. So I'm really excited to put Anthony Lynn after losing Bobby Turner for probably a year and losing Mike McDaniel to the Dolphins. I think getting Anthony Lynn is huge.
Yeah, because he's a running game type of coach. Like he kind of takes more of the running game, and that fits exactly what Shanahan does. So I see this is not going to be much of a step back because of Mike McDaniel's leaving. I think it's going to be the same, if not better, because Anthony Lynn does stick with the formula, so he'll make it easy for Trey Lance, and he's a big fan of him too.
Yep. And I know some other fans aren't really for it, but I don't mind the Brian Greasy hiring as our QB coach. I know he wasn't a great quarterback, but sometimes these okay quarterbacks make great assistant coaches. So I'm perfectly good with the Brian Greasy pickup too.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it always goes by these quarterbacks. Like, look at Sean Payton. He was like, one of those little scrub quarterbacks that was coming from the Bears when they were having those strike seasons or something. And he was those replacement guys. So he turned out to be a really good coach.
Yeah, so I like that move too.
I mean, it could have been kind of interesting just to hire Kurt Warner as a QB coach, man. Like, they just made an underdog. That would have been a good hiring.
I would have loved that. We got Kurt Warner as our freaking quarterback's coach to mentor Trey Lance. That would have been incredibly great.
Yeah, it could have been the perfect time to hire him during this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah, like if you speak of it, like, okay, so we're gonna look into like the players that we're definitely looking into. Like, I know we're probably gonna have to look to bring back, but what do you think of Jimmy G's trade value right now?
I think it's definitely like we were just discussing, maybe a 3rd and a 5th for this year. I think he'll get a little bit less of a return than Carson Wentz because Carson Wentz can throw the ball. But I think we'll get, whether it's New Orleans, Pittsburgh, the Colts, whoever, Carolina maybe, I think we'll get a couple mid-round picks, maybe a 3rd and like a 5th this year, or maybe like a 3rd and a 5th next year or something like that.
I was thinking exactly the same, maybe a 3rd and a 5th together, and then it would be like, then you can get like a conditional for next year that can go up a little more.
Yeah, I think that's what something will happen like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you look at the fact that when you look at the quarterback like values, like they kind of go insane with the price. Like I think with Jimmy Garoppolo, since Carson Wentz got traded, now the question is how much are they going to value Jimmy Garoppolo after a surgery? Because surgery, they're concerned about. Yeah, like I think Commanders backed off of Jimmy because of the injury, but I think Colts don't care because they've taken a lot of flyers over injury players over the years.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to take a flyer on Carson Wentz, a dude who's never freaking healthy, why not take a flyer on Jimmy G? Jimmy G is not going to lose you a big game to the Titans week 18 to make the playoffs. I guess the Jags side. Jimmy G is going to win you that game. Jimmy G is a proven winner. Now, he doesn't always show up at times, but the one thing that's consistent about Jimmy G that you're not seeing with quarterbacks, he wins. He knows how to win games. So I think that's a big value. The Colts have a good, talented roster. They got one of the best, if not the best running back in the game in Taylor, Jonathan Taylor. So I think if Jimmy G does head to the Colts, which is what I expect at this point, I think that's a perfect match for Jimmy G and the Colts.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Colts. They're just missing one thing about a quarterback and all that stuff. And but if I had to choose an actual perfect fit for him, I would say Pittsburgh because they got everything. They got a defense, they got a running game. The receiving core is pretty solid. But if you go to the Colts, man, going to the Colts is like going to an actual team that's very desperate, man. Like, why would you move on from Carson Wentz? Like, I don't get it. I don't get that.
Washington was desperate as fuck for a quarterback. They got their quarterback. Now it's the Colts who are desperate for one. And that's why I think maybe they even slightly overpay for Jimmy G.
Yeah, there's a lot of value for him. And then it's just ridiculous how that is. I mean, the Colts, man, they just don't have patience whatsoever. Like, they just don't. Like, you can tell by Jim Irsay. He just wants everything quick results and all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to my boy Niner by Nature, Debo, that like button. Hey, I appreciate the prayers for my cousin, man. It's been a rough day. So,
sorry to hear that.
Gotta get it's been really tough on it. But I guess your boy Joey's talking about Bart was activated.
Yeah, a lot of baseball talk now that the lockout's over. So I'm hyped about that.
You followed the Giants?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm a huge San Francisco Giants fan. I love him.
Yeah, we can all agree on all Bay Area sports except I go.
You go for who?
Yeah, I go for the Lakers, but
oh, you're Lakers, okay. Yeah, what's up?
Like I go for the. Oh yeah, big play Slay. What's up with it, man? Hit that like button, brother. Yeah,
let's go.
Let's go with it. But personally, when we look at it this way, man, like even during this season, we're definitely really stacked. We're not too far off. We can be very competitive. Like. We just carried Jimmy Garoppolo when he was just average at best, Like if Trey Lance is developed the right way, I think we have a chance to go further than expected.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw the injuries this year. The Niners are still able to get to the NFC Championship. We saw what happens when this team's healthy. We got healthy at the perfect time. Now, as going into the postseason, you can see what we do when we're fully healthy. If we can get Trey Lance to take that next step next season, we're probably going to re-sign a lot of our dudes and add a couple of pieces here and there. I definitely think next season could be another really great one for the 49ers and hopefully even a better one than this season.
Yeah, it is. Oh, so this guy's talking about we just re-signed Hasty, man. I think we re-signed a couple of players. We had Jennings and I don't know. Did we just sign a guy Flowers?
No. Trey Flowers was released by the Lions, which would be somebody we could go after. He'd be nice off the edge for us.
Yeah, he's like that kind of like typical edge rusher that usually Kasarik will take flyers on. Like, look at Arden Key. It's turned wonders. Kerry Hyder, he's done it more than once, twice with him. So
yep.
It's kind of worked wonders. But if we did sign him, damn, that'd be crazy. But
that would be awesome. That'd be epic. But I think we're going to try to work on re-signing Arden Key.
Yeah. Arden Key, compared to the difference with Kerry Hyder, there's going to be a different value compared to him. I think he's got the ceiling potential. He's proven he showed some ceiling in the second half. So maybe we might get him on a discount deal than expected. I think his value won't be as high as everybody thinks it is. I think Arden Key might look at it and realize, like, you know what? I ain't going to get good elsewhere. Chris Kasarik going to make me look good. Look at Kerry Hyder. He went to Seattle, barely registered half a sack.
Yeah, I knew that. I called that when I saw him sign with Seattle. All of these Seahawks fans were hyped to get him. Like, calm down. The only 2 good years he's had was in Detroit under our D-line coach and in San Francisco under our D-line coach. So it's like I had a feeling Hyder wasn't going to be that great with Seattle.
Yeah, because it depends on the coaching staff and the culture and the way they coach around. Like, you're not as good as what you have, It's like they say, without that person, you're nothing. And I guess Kasarik is the effect for Kerry Hyder. Look where Kerry Hyder has played before. He's played for other teams, hasn't produced the same amount of success he had in Detroit and San Francisco.
Yep, facts, man. Absolutely. Sometimes the right place, you just got to find the right place for you.
Yeah, and y'all think Jimmy's getting cut, and the Colts are confident enough to know what we – I think Colts might figure out a way to get a contract done with him. I think they just want to make sure he's healthy and don't take a flyer because they made a mistake with Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that's the thing, Niner by Nature. If we were to release him, there's no guarantee the Colts would pick him up. There'd be quite a few teams that want to get him. So I think if the Colts want him, they're going to have to trade for him.
Yeah, they would have to. We want to get something in return because if we cut them, we're not getting nothing out of it. So it's
Yeah, the
like we're
only
getting
thing
cap space cut off.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing we got of it. And I know the Niners want to trade him, and they'll probably just take the best available trade they get for him when it comes down to it.
Yeah, like even at this point, I don't even care what we get anymore as long as we get the cap space off the hook and then get some extra draft capital so we can move up some draft boards.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, not having a first round pick sucks, but it is what it is. You got Trey Lance, so definitely getting some more draft picks would definitely help.
Yeah, it definitely does. And the Colts know that Jimmy wants to play for them. Wouldn't they take that chance? I think they would because look at the Colts. They just traded Carson Wentz after 1 year. They kind of, like when you look at the Colts, they're that kind of team that's just impatient. Like, okay, this guy didn't do squat. Okay, he lost to the Jaguars game. Okay, you're done. Bye-bye. Get out.
Yeah, they definitely want a quarterback that's going to go in there and win them games, and that's what Jimmy G is. So I definitely think they'd be confident in him if they traded for him.
Yep, if we cut him, we ain't getting nothing back. So we can just you're just getting cap space. That's it.
But yeah, and I'd rather not have that happen. I'd rather just trade him.
Trade him. Even if we get a 5th round pick, it's pretty much better than nothing.
Just take the best available trade you can get for him.
Because if you cut him now, you're not getting nothing out of that. So, and it's going to increase his value too. Because if we cut him, there's going to be a lot of teams more than willing to give him some money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if we cut him, then every team's gonna go after him, whether they want him to start or not, because he'd be cheap. He'd be a lot cheaper.
He would be a lot cheaper because you wouldn't have to pay him that $20 million plus range a year. He's only a 1 year rental, so that's the only downside. Yeah. So if that team acquires him, they're gonna maybe have to extend him a little bit, like give him another year, like 2 years to prove himself, or maybe just go with the flow, roll the dice, see if he pays off or not.
Yeah, and he may take the chances of being cut. I just don't think the Colts are going to want to do that. Like I said, taking a chance. Yeah, even if Jimmy G wants to play in Indianapolis, it might be a team like Pittsburgh that he wants to go to, or Carolina, or New Orleans, who will be able to swoop in and get them. So I don't think the Colts are going to want to take that risk.
Well, looking at New Orleans, the cap space is the only problem I see, or else they would probably be in the mix.
Yeah, right. Then again, what is a cap space? Like a Green Bay situation with getting Rodgers and Devontae Adams back. So, what's the cap? It's a freaking myth at this point.
Yeah, look at the Rams. How many times have they got away with cap space, man? They've been signing like a bunch of all-stars like crazy.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Why do you think we go for the Dollar General stuff all the time, man? I don't get it.
Yeah, we need to go big this offseason. Get somebody like a J.C. Jackson to put in our secondary, man. We have to.
At least, yeah, at this point, we have to get somebody big, but trading Jimmy G does give us the option, but then we got to work on a contract with Deebo Samuel and Nick Bosa at some point.
And I think they will both get done this offseason too, so that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. Man, so I don't know about getting Kaepernick. Nah, he ain't coming back.
Nah.
With the new cap, we are still over by $5.6 million.
That's why we need to trade Jimmy G.
Clear up that cap space and we'll be up to $30+ million.
Yep.
And if you clear up cap space, I know cutting D Ford is not the right choice right now because we'll have to have some more dead money out of it. So it's not. Yeah, so we probably have to wait till June 1st.
There's also some contracts like Armstead and Jimmy Ward. We can extend Jimmy Ward and restructure his contract and then restructure Armstead's contract too to free up some space as well.
Yeah, it kind of does help a little bit because you can still keep them and they'll still take a pay cut out of it and it frees up more. And I think Jimmy Ward has already said he's more than open for that because he wants the team to be competitive. Yep. Armstead is just a team player in some ways. He's open for it too.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, he's been a Walter Payton Man of the Year candidate for the last few years. So definitely.
Yeah, and then what's Steve Ford's dead money after June 1st? I think it's like $2 million or something.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot, but still, enough just to keep him on the roster. See if he can get healthy and contribute next year.
Or maybe just ask him to take another pay cut, and then maybe he can prove himself. Because, sometimes it's not always – sometimes you want to give it another chance. And then after next year, it's voidable, so you can cut him. He can be gone after that. So if you can get him to agree to a restructure, then it shouldn't be an issue there. You can always have him for extra in case he can go into the rotation or something.
Yeah, absolutely. We always go out to injured-prone players. We do, but Shanahan and Lynch said they wanted to change that up. The culture of that this last draft. That's why we try to get durable players. So hopefully that's that. Hopefully we don't deal with that anymore.
Yeah, y'all think we can sign J.C. Jackson, Wagner, and Trey Greenlaw? I hear Greenlaw and Alshire are getting calls. Like, what?
I
Oh,
mean, yeah, I mean, I definitely think we can send JC Jackson. We'll see about Bobby Wagner. And yeah, maybe trading Dre Greenlaw. We'll see about that. We can afford it having Dre, Shire, and Greenlaw, like we were talking about earlier. But we'll
yeah.
see. Free agency starts on Monday or something like that, Tuesday. So I'm excited for it to see what we're going to do.
Yeah. Speaking of your draft crush, man, which is one player that stands out to you on draft that you were looking at during the combine or during the season?
Man. Shoot. I really like Adam Hutchinson, the defensive end out of Michigan, man. I think this is going to be an absolute beast. The way he played Michigan was great. I don't really have a draft crush right now for the Niners just because we don't have a first round pick. I have to look more in the second round prospects. But man, Adam Hutchinson looks like he's going to be a beast. I think he'll go number one overall too. Well, actually, I don't know if he'll go number one, but he'll definitely be a top 5, top 3 pick for sure.
Yeah, he will be because he's like in that same tier, kind of like a Nick Bosa type or a little more. But I guess for Niner by nature, he likes that little minion Calvin Austin, man. That's the guy can return kicks. I'll give him that. My draft crush is it kind of goes with the Lakers legend name right there. You know that Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant, the corner. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he would be available in the second round, and he would be in our reach if we can get him. But I just like his ball skills a little bit, even though the other one's better. It's the name Sauce, whatever his name is. He's a little better.
Sauce Gardner, yeah. But yeah, I would not mind Kobe Bryant. He's a really good center. I have to look more into him. I know I've been seeing stuff about him, but yeah, I wouldn't mind him. He seems pretty good.
Yeah, he definitely does. Hey, man, everybody's saying what's up, man. We got the Steelers fans saying what's up to you, man.
What up out there? What up, bro?
Yeah, man, everybody, man. Hey, hopefully we can get Jimmy G off the books. That's all I can care about, man. But at this point, I feel like what the coaching staff, what Shanahan brings, it's like we got to have trust in him anyways because he's always finding those other coaches to fill that role just fine.
Yeah, it seems like every time we lose a big coach, Kyle Shanahan just goes out and recruits a really good coach. So I getting Anthony Lane and Brian Greasy is great. I think they'll be great for us. So every time we lose a good coach, we seem to get one right back. I love it.
Yeah.
God,
yeah. I don't know. Like I've actually kind of played with a guy that played with Jimmy in college, but he was in the semi-pros for a little bit. Like I played in the semi-lead, and he was actually playing college ball at Eastern Illinois, and he told me that he won championship with this guy before.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy G's always been a winner no matter where he's gone, and I think he'll be a winner no matter where he lands, whether it's in Indianapolis, New Orleans, Pittsburgh, wherever.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. But I think at this point, we already know that Jimmy's going to be gone. There's no point of these rumors saying he's going to stay because that's holding up cap space. The only way Jimmy Garoppolo will stay put is if he takes a big, fat, massive pay cut.
And he ain't going to do that. He wants his money. He wants to go somewhere where he can start.
Yeah, and I don't think he wants to be here with a change of scenery because it's not looking good for him right now. I mean, even though the teammates are defending him, but either way, he's good as gone because we're looking to build to the future with Trey Lance. And what a better way to build around Trey Lance is by giving him some weapons and better offensive line.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we got to try to re-sign Laken Tomlinson. He's a free agent. He's been so great for us. He's one of the main ones. Him and Arden Key and DJ Jones are really the ones that I really want back on this team this year or this upcoming season.
Yeah, those are the guys I would be fine with. I mean, because Arden Key is probably not going to cost much compared to DJ Jones. Lincoln Thompson's going to be a little pricey, but I'm pretty sure we'll find some guys who can plug in at guard. But we just took in a development project with Aaron Banks. So I don't know how he's going to pay off.
Yeah, it was interesting. We could have got Asante Samuel Jr. right there in that pick, man.
I was thinking the same way.
I was like, I don't mind Aaron Banks. He looked really good and at Notre Dame. So maybe we let him go. We let it go, and maybe Aaron Banks takes over and becomes a man. We'll see.
Thanks, Niner by Nature. Thanks for the contribution. Huge shout out to my boy Niner by Nature with the $50 donation, bro. I appreciate your contribution for the 49er community, man. And huge shout out to my boy Rocha Entertainment, man. This is the big dog in this Niner community, and I definitely look forward to this guy, man. Like you got good stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I appreciate that. I try my best, man. It's a lot of fun on YouTube, man. It really is.
It sure is, man. Especially the play-by-plays. Everybody gets some good reactions out of it, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of your reaction, man. But don't be surprised if I sneak in and you kind of have that reaction loss to the Lakers, man. I might troll you.
Hey, that's all good with me, brother. That's all good with me. I enjoy shit talking, man. I love it.
Damn, Niner by nature. That's for the gas price. What?
That's for your gas. There you go.
Hey, you gotta love Niner by nature, man. That guy's a good dude. You good? Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I had to just let it be, Tough times, man. It's been kind of hard for me, but everything has to go through tragedy. Everything has everything going, but life goes on. This is not something I have to do. I got to continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Much love to my much love to my cousin. It's kind of been one of those days. Sometimes you have your good days, and then tragedy just hits out of nowhere. But
Yep.
we all know we got each other's back. Everybody's in the community's got my back.
Hell yeah, bro.
So, yeah, a lot of people like you, man. They just like what you do, man. Like your reactions, all the stuff, man. Especially a lot of people who, actually, there was a couple of people who were on the stream. They were watching your reaction stream that day when I was at the stream. And I say, oh, you're watching him? Okay.
That's what's up. Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. And I know it's easy to find people with reactions now with all the hashtags and stuff. It's awesome, man. I love doing it. Shout out to the sports area once again. They're the ones. They were my idols, They're the reasons why I wanted to start it, man.
Yeah, the Sports Fairy, they're a big name too. And, it was kind of a surprise that I got Josh in, and he was nice enough to respond back. And he was very nice enough to just go in for 40 minutes of his time. And
Josh and Sean are like that, man. If you ask to collab and then they're free, man, they always love shouting out and collabing and shouting, with the the lower, they're up and coming YouTubers, I should say. They've always been great like that, man, and that's what makes them the best.
Yeah, I didn't know too much about you until I saw your name pop up with a couple of your followers, and they say, "Hey, check out my boy Rocha," and I'm like, because there's a lot of Niner content creators, but then I didn't even notice that you were just bigger than Grant Cohn and the other guys. I'm like, damn, you must be like the NorCam version.
Yeah, exactly. With the play-by-play. So I do go to quite a amount of games, but I don't do live streams from the game. But hell yeah, man.
So how many Niner games have you gone this season?
I went to 4. I went to the monsoon game against the Colts. Then the next week I went to Chicago for the Bears Niner game. And then I went to the Falcons and Texans games. I never got to go to Candlestick. That's the one thing I never got to do, man.
Oh.
I never got to go to Candlestick. I've only seen Levi's, and I have not been great. I see Niner games because I've always went when we were shit. But this year, finally, I was able to see 4 games. I saw 3 wins. So hopefully my luck's changing at Niner games.
Yeah, I've attended 2 games, including the Cardinals and the Falcons game.
Oh, nice.
Which I was down.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I've been to the Candlestick Park game. I'll tell you what, the atmosphere is different, man. You have the best tailgate there, the best atmosphere, fan base. It doesn't compare to what San Francisco has. I mean, the first game I've ever attended was at Candlestick Park in 2008 against the Washington Redskins during the season finale. That was a different vibe, but going to Levi's is a far different vibe. I went to their first game when they actually had the first preseason game against the Chargers. That was the one I went to.
Nice. Yeah, man. I like I said, I never got to experience Candlestick, but I love Levi's Stadium, man. It's a beautiful ass stadium. I know it does get hot there, but that sucks. But man, it's a beautiful stadium and it's a great atmosphere for sure, especially when the Niners are winning.
Yeah, you definitely kind of bring the vibe, man. Maybe one day when I go down Levi's and you catch me at the same time, man, we definitely need to go link up, man.
Absolutely, 100%, man. I'll be down for sure. I'll definitely be going to 3 or 4 games next season for sure.
I'll see if I'd be going this year because I only went to 2 games. I'm kind of making plans, maybe going down to Vegas at some point just to go to that little takeover.
Yeah, I want to go to that game, but those tickets are going to be mad expensive, man.
Yeah, it will be because it's like another Battle of the Bay, but different version. You just go to Las Vegas, go to the desert. So that would be fun, but I've only usually go to a couple of games a year with a bunch of club members, and we go on the party bus and go all the way down there. It's kind of fun. Usually I go to the green lot, sometimes blue lot, depends on where we go.
Yeah, I usually try to go to at least 1 game a season. I haven't gone in a couple of years, so I was glad to get out to 4 freaking games last season.
Yeah, and then one of the content creators told me that you guys know each other personally. She does this show called 49er Correct or whatever her name is. She was the one that said she knows you personally. Get her name, but she's not the one with the short. She's the one with the long hair. The other short girl. Fortnite Karat.
I don't think I've ever heard of her.
But she says that you guys are always like close friends or somewhere down San Jose or something.
I'm not in the Bay Area.
No, like I don't know, like it's some group called Fortnite Karat. Like one of them's like they told me that you guys know each other way back.
Maybe I do. I just don't remember right now.
Yeah, because she says you got too many damn followers. It's hard for you to keep track. Yeah, like I guess people be flooding your chat, like your messages, and you'd be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. Overall, yeah. It's been tough, but yeah, everybody likes the stadium properties, man. The new stadiums can be good, but usually it doesn't compare to the old stadiums. Like Kennel State Park is.
They just got that vibe, man. That old NFL vibe. The new stadiums are dope. They're high tech and stuff, but the old stadiums they just have that NFL vibe.
Like the only one that's staying traditional is the Packers. They got the old Lambeau Field still to this day.
Yep. Yeah. Bears got Soldier Field, although they want to move out soon. They want to get a new one going.
Somewhere down Arlington Heights is where Jimmy Garoppolo lives. That's where they're trying to get the new stadium at.
Yeah, somewhere in like Central Park area, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why the Bears Fairy defends him because that's his hometown guy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of like how I would feel about Jalen Johnson because he's from Fresno, so he's a cool
from Fresno. Dude. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, pretty dope, man. But yeah, man, everybody's kind of having a good positive vibe about it, man. But looking into the free agency, this is going to be the exciting part. Like after we trade Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm wondering if we're going to get all aggressive or we're just going to play this little cheapskate game.
I hope we get aggressive, man. I mean, now's the time. You got a young, talented quarterback that can lead your team to the promised land. Now's the time to get aggressive, get this great team in front of him. We already got a good team. Let's go out and get even better, man. Get a J.C. Jackson and be aggressive. Let's kick some ass at free agency and have a great team going into next year with a young, talented quarterback.
Yeah, I'm tired of us settling for less, man. Like, let's go. Let's hit the ballpark, man. Let's get it all in, man.
Absolutely, I agree, man. Let's just go out and try to win that damn Super Bowl, bro.
I mean, you look at the Rams. I don't know how they're able to manage cap space, but they always been able to get the big names out there.
Yeah, and they just traded away all the picks, and it worked. They won the Super Bowl because of it. So who knows? Maybe that's a strategy we can follow.
Something that we can do so we can get better talent. I know that we like to develop our own talent. We don't like to go big. We're kind of like the Packers and Patriots in some ways. Like we don't spend big. We're cheapskates like those Seahawks are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it says Niners need to go sign. I don't know. J.C. Horn is still under contract, so he ain't going.
Horn's only a second-year player. He's their future, man.
He ain't going nowhere, man.
But Stephon Gilmore we could get from the Panthers. That's somebody who I'd love.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore. It depends on what market value he's asking for because he's at the wrong side of 30. So he's going to be 32, same age as me in some ways. Like you get up in age. Sometimes age catches up with injuries and a lot of stuff. Yeah. But what stands out about Stephon Gilmore is his leadership and the fact he can get the interceptions. So he makes the plays when it matters. And he was Defensive Player of the Year a couple of years ago. So.
Yeah, he's still definitely got talent, and it only took like a 1-year deal to get him. And I know he wants to play for a California team, so why not go out and get him and bring him in for a year, see what he does? He can mentor both Mosley and Ambry Thomas.
There's been talks that he's been linked between the Niners and Seahawks, so we'll see, man.
I think I saw a link between the Chargers now too, so it's probably gonna be a bidding war for like the West Coast teams.
It definitely is. Like if you look at it this way, we just need a good playmaker at cornerback, but there's a lot of there's a lot of like everything, So
that's the one thing we haven't had, and that's having a playmaker at quarterback. So it'll definitely be something we need.
Hey, prayers to your mother from what he said.
Oh, I appreciate that, Playboy Loco. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a tough time, man. We're all here for each other. That's all it is, man. We can just get through everything. But when you look at other free agent cornerbacks, there's some that haven't even got much of the buzz. Like we're still Douglas. I don't know.
DJ Reed.
DJ Reed, yeah, that's my guy.
Who's played great with the Seahawks. I saw today that we're linked to maybe talking about him returning. I would not mind that. He's been great with Seattle.
Well, if you look at it this way, there was chances of him maybe coming back, but now that Russell Wilson's traded and Bobby Wagner gone, that's
Yeah.
domino effect right there.
Yeah, he's probably gone. And I'm not minding on to sign him. He's been really solid.
Yeah, either him or that Rasul Douglas. I mean,
I wouldn't mind. Russell Douglas is all right. I wouldn't mind him.
but Javarius Ward is like a Dollar General. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see about Javarius Ward. But like I said, I'm more focused on Stephon Gilmore or J.C. Jackson. That's who I want.
That's who I would want to get to, but it depends on the cap space, man. Can we do exactly what the Rams do? Can we do a cheat code and get that cap space in, man?
I hope, man. That'd be great. Like we got to be aggressive. We just have to be aggressive, man.
Yeah, we definitely do, man. That's the part about it. We have to get aggressive because if we don't get aggressive, man, we're just going to be falling behind and we're not going to get as a competitive. I mean, look at the Rams. You can say what you want about them being like the Lakers and trying to get all that all-star talent. Who needs first-round draft picks? They're for suckers.
Yeah, it's like
we need to pull that shit.
We do. We just got to be aggressive, man. Just got to be aggressive.
Even if giving up draft capital, it doesn't hurt. You got to be competitive.
I mean, shit, maybe there'll be signs of us being aggressive last year, trading 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance. Who knows? Maybe we're like, okay, well, now we did this. We see what the Rams did. They won a Super Bowl because of how aggressive they've been. Let's go out and do it and see what we can do.
Yeah, and you got to go all in for that. You got to hit that ballpark and get those kind of guys. So, it depends on what happens. But that's just how it goes, man. Free agency just depends on what we offer. And plus, the Jimmy Garoppolo needs to be traded for this to happen. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to my boy Sam Dog Infamous 253, man. We were talking about it earlier. I think it's good for the Chargers, but I think the Raiders hate the fact he's over there now.
Yeah, that's the thing. He gets traded. Raiders trade him away. Now he's in the division, man. That was a good trade. Like Chicago got his money off the books, and now you got the Chargers pairing up Bosa and Mac. Man, I love that for the Chargers. Absolutely love it.
I would have loved to see Khalil Mack in the red and gold, man. That would have been nice just to pair him with Bosa.
Dude, we offered a better offer than the fucking Bears did at the time, but the Raiders don't want to trade him to us.
No way, but the Bears could have done it. But hey, they gave it back to the AFC West for whatever reason. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chargers won that trade because of defense, but I think the Bears are just trying to clear up cap space so they can maybe get Bobby Wagner. Who knows?
Yeah. I think they're just clearing up cap space and getting whatever picks they can. Plus, over the last 2 years, Khalil Mack hasn't been that healthy, so they're like, you know what? It's just time to move on.
It ain't our problem no more. That's for sure, man. That's for damn sure, Arthur. It ain't our problem.
It ain't our problem. Like, we still have to face him this year, but we don't have to face him twice.
Yeah, condolence to my boy Sam Dog Infamous, man. I know it's not looking good for you, buddy, but man, I might need to give you a little tissue, man. I'm with you, buddy. Yeah, but all these rumors, man, we'll wait and see, man. It'll get interesting, man. But I know you. Yeah, do you have a baseball team? Yeah, Giants fan, San Francisco Giants.
Oh yeah.
LA Lakers. That's my basketball team. I go for every Bay Area team except the Warriors for whatever reason, man.
It's all good.
It's all good, man. I mean, we can all agree about the Sharks, because I actually went to one game as a kid, like growing up in South San Jose before.
Yeah, I just actually went to a Sharks game 2 weeks ago. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun when you go in person. Usually when you go in these games in person, it's a lot better than watching it on TV.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a huge sports fan, so I love hockey, but going to a hockey game, I haven't been to a game in 6 years, so it was a lot of fun to go to one game, and they're a lot of fun to attend in person. Especially the only playoff game I've ever been to in my life was the San Jose Sharks playoff game. They won like 6-0. It was one of the best nights of my life.
Yeah, it sure is, man. Especially in person. Yeah, for all of it, I think it's time for my Seahawks to start over again. Had to do it sometime soon. See, he's keeping it real. Like, I know there's gonna, what the domino effect is? You're gonna see a lot of these other so-called Seahawks fans jump ships. They're gonna probably support Russell Wilson all the way to Denver or look for another team.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. The 12th man. We'll see how full that stadium is now come next season.
Well, you'll never have to question Sam Dog. This guy's always gone to games every year. So he's always been the loyalist guy. He's actually got close to a lot of football players, like from the stadium. Yeah, really good dude. Knows his football in general. Like, he definitely has good knowledge about his Seattle team. And the thing is, man, this guy should already get more followers, because this guy he got Bobby Wagner in videos. He got I think he got Sherman on the video and a couple of other players. He even got, what's his name? Jamal Adams with the cigar. That dude had Jamal Adams with a cigar. I don't know if I don't know if that video went viral, but he had Jamal Adams with that cigar, and he took the cigar and smoked that shit.
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
That's some dope shit right there. Like, I don't know any other content creator who can do stuff like that. And then plus he was close to NorCam too at games, so that's the thing about him.
That's awesome, Sam Dog. That's great to hear.
It definitely is, man. I'm pretty sure you got stuff to do a little later, man. I'll definitely give you your final conclusion. I know you probably got to get going soon with your play-by-play soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna put you on the solo for the introduction so you can thank people.
All right. But yeah. Shout out to CG for having me on today, man. This was a lot of fun. I love talking 49ers. I love talking football. It was good to see you. This is the first time I've been around here, so it's good to see some of you new folks. Some of the OGs like Butterfly, Jose, Arthur. It's been fun. But yeah, let's see what the Niners bring. Free agency starts here in just a few days. And it's gonna be exciting for the Niners. Hopefully Jimmy G gets traded within the next 3 to 4 days. And I'm excited for what this offseason is going to bring for San Francisco. And I appreciate CG for having me on.
And no problem, man, for sure, man. It's a great honor to at least find some fellow Niner content creators who's doing a really good job. You're grinding, you're doing something right, man. Like, this is definitely something I definitely enjoy, man. We probably can go on, but definitely in the near future, we'll get back in contact, man. Maybe I'll go on your show for once.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely can hook up throughout the offseason and see what's up, for sure.
Yeah, man. So appreciate it, man. But have a great day, bro. I'll definitely keep you in contact on Twitter, man. But as always, CG Ruthless Sports and Rocha Entertainment is out, and you already know. Go Niners.
Yes, sir. Let's go.